Here we go again with the EPs that are not really EPs. Yeah, this record only has 5 songs on it, but this is Cult of Luna we're talking about. So of course the songs are longer than Ron Jeremy's prison sentence. Greetings, hard and heavy music fans. I'm Dante, you're watching the Heavy Haystack, and today I'm talking about the 40-minute EP from Cult of Luna titled The Raging River. This is the first release from Cult of Luna's newly founded label Red Creek Recordings. And for those unaware, Cult of Luna is a Swedish post-metal band. What is post-metal, you say? Glad you asked.
I have no freaking idea.
So I came up with my own genre name to better describe the bands that fit under the post-metal moniker. Progressive doom metal. And that definitely describes Cult of Luna's sound. It takes the slow, heavy riffs of doom and combines that with unorthodox songwriting that avoids verse-chorus-verse structure and adds in a lot of ambient textures and atmosphere, often with songs that lead and build up to big crescendos. And Cult of Luna often gets compared to other post-metal acts, such as genre leaders Neurosis, Pelican, and Isis. No, not that one. That one. Their musical style can be described as really heavy film soundtrack music, as their focus on atmosphere, rises and falls in energy, and building to climaxes gives a strong cinematic feel, just with someone screaming at you the whole time while you listen. This is fitting with frontman Johannes Persson being a film director, and this is also shown with the band's narrative music videos, with their musical style fitting a narrative better than most southern metal bands. Cult of Luna have kept a fairly consistent style throughout their career, enough so that it's fairly easy to expect the vibe and general sound of each new release. This hasn't resulted in their sound getting stale, however, as the band keeps finding interesting ways to put all the pieces together. One song that goes off the beaten path on this record is Inside of a Dream. It acts as a mid-record interlude of sorts, being short for the band at 3.5 minutes, and features Mark Lanegan on vocals of Screaming Trees and Queens of the Stone Age fame. It's a mostly ambient track with sparse, clean guitar to lead it, and has soft percussion that allows most of the focus to be on Lanegan's vocals. It makes for an interesting switch from Cult of Luna's usually heavy sound, and even their previous softer tracks that they've done before. The opening numbers on this record are much more similar to what the band is known for, but the level of polish here seems stronger than most of their previous work, with the layering of instrumentation seeming even more complex in their recent record, A Dawn to Fear. Opener 3 Bridges begins with some ominous guitar lines and percussion that gives an industrial vibe, making strong use of empty space to build tension. The middle of the song is more dynamic than the band's usual, adding in some melodic leads and a variety of riffs, despite the consistent groove and tempo. The compositional variety in the track makes it feel much shorter than the nearly 9-minute song normally would. What I Leave Behind is a little more conventional with the 6-minute runtime, and focuses on a central mid-tempo groove through the whole song, dropping the guitar in and out, letting the bass take over for sections where vocals come in. It's very dark and gives a bit of a gothic vibe to the song. There's a transitional section in the track which features a melodically sung lead that also adds to the atmosphere, and stands out amongst the primarily screamed vocals. The track I Remember puts a much bigger focus on softer ambiance, with nearly the whole first half being led by bass and drums, with sparse guitar laid over top to create a dreamy, almost soothing atmosphere while still remaining dark. But slowly builds this energy, bringing back the wall of sound distortion in the guitars, and distinctive leads adding flavor on top of flavor to make for a song that constantly feels like it's growing bigger. Closing epic wave after wave really stretches the band's trait of repetitive motifs, spending the first 7 of its 12 minutes on a consistent but engaging shuffle of a drum groove and alternating atmospheric guitar work. The second half of this one gives you a strong payoff at the end though, getting darker in tone and cleverly building its tension with a variety of grooves, ever-climbing note ranges, and a sparse piano line, making for a more than solid end for the record. With The Raging River, Cult of Luna expands on a style and ideas found in previous full album A Dawn to Fear. They keep a consistent style that longtime fans will find familiar, but continue to find new ways to expand and develop their sound, preventing it from getting stale. It might not garner the group many new fans, but will easily retain the current ones and anyone else with a patient love of artful metal with compositional depth. This EP gets a 4 out of 5. What did you think of The Raging River? Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the Heavy Haystack if you want to see more videos similar to this one. Peace, love, music, and I'll see y'all next time.